Hi folks, it's Thursday, October 8th, and this is your daily forecast. So, the workflow continues. We have 3 tasks. The first is to watch 3 animated short films around body size. There are 5 listed below. Some are longer than others. It's entirely up to you which ones you want to watch. Then you're going to reflect on the videos that you watched in task 2. So, these discussion questions help you connect what you might be seeing in the videos to the kinds of ideas that Ada and Thompson present to us. And the point of their article is to help us really think critically about how the media that we consume talks about body size. All right? Once you have thought about those discussion questions, you are going to write down your thoughts into a 5 to 6 sentence reflection. It's just a paragraph. You can do that in one of 2 ways. You can look at how several discussion questions apply to a very particular film you watched, or you can focus on one particular discussion question and examine how different films answer that question, depending on what you watched. I do want you to keep in mind, though, that when you are writing this, I want you to make a very specific connection to the Ada and Thompson article. I'm not asking you to include a direct quote, but I am asking you to include a paraphrase. Does that make sense? So you don't have to include a direct quote, but you might say, hey, this thing that is this question that I'm answering, or this connection that I'm seeing in the film that I'm analyzing relates to this thing on page 42, right? So just like use APA format to do that. In the previous discussion post, it seemed like some of you are not necessarily making specific references to the articles we're dialoguing with. Part of the reason why I want you to get into a habit of doing that is because I'm trying to create a situation where by the time you have to eventually write up some sort of analysis, that you will have had loads and loads of practice of making really accessible and casual connections between what you're seeing and then connections in articles, so that when you actually have to reference sources in a paper, you're like, oh, this is no big deal. I've been doing this the whole time. Okay? So really try to be mindful of doing that. And then once you've written that paragraph, you are just going to copy and paste that into Pop Research Channel 5 in Slack. And once you've done that, I would like you again to meaningfully respond to at least 2 of your peers' posts. Again, don't phone it in. I really want you to engage and have a conversation, because these conversations help sharpen our thinking about the messages that we consume in media. Okay? So for homework, you are going to read Stover's Damsels and Heroines. And then, obviously, just as before, you are going to employ the 1+2 active reading model as you are reading Stover's piece, okay? So yeah, that is about it. You know what we are doing for homework, and you know what we're doing in class, so let's just have a good day. Okay.